Here it comes. All right, John. Mic check for Preston versus Century. Check 1 2. Check 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 1 2 1 2. It's time for more great local high school sports action. We'll join the My Local Radio Sports Network coming up in 20 seconds from Mark. Everything is set. We're ready for another great sports broadcast on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Coming up in 10 seconds from Mark. Enjoy what should be another great broadcast coming up in 5 seconds from Mark. The following is a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting. It's time for Preston Indian Sports. This game is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. This is the Polar Bear pregame show. Coming up, we'll have details on the upcoming game. We'll visit with the coach, and we'll look at the other games going on around the area. It's all on the Polar Bear pregame show. The Polar Bear is back and better than ever. Grab some for lunch today or stop by after the game. Polar Bear Burgers and Shakes on State Street at the south end of the city of Preston. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome here to the Polar Bear pregame show as we get ready for Game 3 of the district tournament, as tonight the Preston Indians will play host to the Century Diamondbacks. Preston comes in with a record of 17-5 overall, having lost to Pocatello here last Thursday night. Century lost to Pocatello a week ago tonight, and they come in at 5-17 overall. So this becomes a must-win situation, an elimination game for both these teams. The winner will move on and face Pocatello coming up on Thursday. The loser will have their season come to an end here tonight. So we'll come back. Lyle Fuller will join me here on the broadcast tonight, along with John Beverly back in the studio, and Don Hubbard, our stage manager here at Preston Gym tonight. We'll have our news and notes segment coming up next, brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, as we'll get to that coming up here just a couple of minutes as we continue here on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Hey Preston, looking for a cool spot to chill and grab some awesome food? Head to the Hangout at 23 South State Street. We're not just a restaurant, we're your go-to spot to hang with your family and friends. Pool tables, games, great vibes, and the same amazing pizza you loved from the Slice. Swing by the Hangout today.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston. And welcome back to the Polar Bear pregame show. Is ready for tonight's game between the Preston Indians and the Century Diamondbacks. Time for our news and notes segment, brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. You'll find them on the north end of the city of State Street, I should say, in the city of Preston, as Lyle Fuller joins me here on the broadcast tonight. We're courtside here at Preston Gym. And Lyle, Preston has beaten Century twice this year by an average of 15 points in the 2 victories. But the last one, about a week and a half ago, was not that easy.
Yeah, that game, the last game here, Coach Jones kind of mentioned in the post game, the Indians, they really didn't play that well in that game. Century, give them credit. They're going to fight and claw. They're very good defensively. They like to try to kind of slow it down and defend you hard, muck it up, keep a low-scoring game, and they were able to accomplish some of those things last time we played here. And even though there is that big disparity in the records, the Preston comes in at 17-5, Century at 5-17. District tournament, you can't let your guard down. It's a rivalry game. It's a district game. The Indians have to come in and take care of business and be sharp tonight.
And, of course, the whole idea is here, the winner is going to go on and face Pocatello coming up on Thursday. That moves into the championship rounds of the district tournament and a chance to represent the district at state. And that's certainly where Preston wants to get back to.
Yeah, it's been a couple years. Pocatello's represented our district the last 2 years at least at state. And, boy, the Indians would sure love to get back there. For these seniors, Drew Jones went to state as a freshman and played in the state tournament as a freshman. But for the rest of these seniors, they'd love to have a trip to state, and you want to build that momentum within your program. So, yeah, the Indians, you can't look too far ahead to Pocatello. You got to take care of business tonight, but that's kind of looming in the background is, okay, you do it tonight, and then you got to go get 2. You got to win 2 in a row against Pocatello.
So the Preston hasn't played since Thursday. They've had roughly 5 days off. They had a week off before that. So really they've played 1 game in about the last 12 days.
Yeah, and so you wonder a little bit about rust issues, although, maybe at this time of the year that's a little bit helpful as guys get kind of dinged up with ankles and fingers and different things. Maybe a little extra rest doesn't hurt, but to the point of fatigue and that sort of things, the Indians should not be tired. They should be able to come out and go full throttle tonight.
Of course, when you start talking about Century, you look at one person in particular, and that, of course, is Eli Blackhawk, who had 15 in each of the 2 games against Preston here in the last during the latter half of the month of January.
Yeah, very quick, very skilled guard, and can shoot the 3, but also can drive the ball effectively and get in the lane and cause you problems. So, yeah, Blackhawk is definitely a dangerous player, a very good player for Century. And, they're going to run Coach Frost's system. He's been there several years now, and they're going to do what they do, and Preston's going to have to come out and play well to overcome that.
So for the Indians, they've beaten the Diamondbacks in the last 4 meetings they've had over the last couple of years. And they've also beaten the Diamondbacks in 11 of the last 13 games played overall. However, when you go all the way back to 2006, Century holds a 29-26 series advantage.
Yeah, Century, they have great basketball tradition there at Century, having won at least 1, maybe 2 state championships under Cody Shelley when he was coaching there. So, yeah, they for a younger school, a high school that hasn't been around forever, they have some great basketball tradition there, and even under Coach Frost, they have some good state tournament success. So they certainly should be hungry to get back there as well.
Unfortunately, we do not have a visit with Coach Jones tonight. We want to remember our sponsor, Evergreen Financial. Remember, when planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston. Set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. And remember, they now have an office in Pocatello as well. We'll come back. Lyle and I will have more here as the Polar Bear pregame show continues right after this timeout.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wheels. We're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South 1st East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security. Welcome back here to Preston Gym. Preston, should say, Lyle, this is not the only big game going on here tonight here at Preston, taking on Century. The Westside Pirates are taking on Bear Lake tonight over at Marsh Valley High School. With a win, they can lock up their spot in the state tournament.
Yeah, Pirates have been coming on lately. You know, they have kind of that post-football hangover a little bit every year, having played in the state championship game to get a later start in the basketball season. But they've been coming on. Boy, they really put it on Bear Lake at Bear Lake last time. Now the rematch will be on the neutral court at Marsh Valley. But the Pirates have a good chance to go to state. That's exciting.
Couple of big games on the college level tonight. One of them here in the Cache Valley is San Diego State comes to Logan to take on Utah State.
Yeah, that's a huge game, obviously, in the Mountain West. The Mountain West is good this year. Going to get several teams into the NCAA tournament, and well, that's a good one, too, here going on in the Valley. Looking around the state, Dan, there was a brand-new media poll that came out today for the high school boys basketball, and surprisingly, in the 4A level, Preston dropped down a notch from, they've been 3, they dropped down to 4, and Bishop Kelly moved from 4 to 3. So Bishop Kelly now ranked 3rd, Preston ranked 4th, and Canyon Ridge hanging in at number 5. No other teams in the state received any votes whatsoever besides those 5. And then surprisingly to me, Bishop Kelly got 2 first-place votes. Hillcrest garnered the rest of the first-place votes. So, of course, this will all get to be settled next week at the state tournament. But it is kind of fun for fans, and to talk about and speculate about and see where folks are out. But yeah, according to the media, the 5 best teams are the ones there in the top, right. And no one else even deserves a vote in the poll.
Yeah, the actual teams in the poll really haven't changed for the last couple of weeks. And the media poll came out today, which means the coaches poll should be out tomorrow.
Yeah, and that'll be the last one of the season there too. And in the 4A ranks, it really hasn't changed much all year. It's been basically those same 5 as you said. Yeah.
So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back, look at other district playoff games going on tonight around the state. We'll do that as we continue on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Magnolia Road is here to bring you the latest trends in women's fashion. We believe fashion should not only be stylish, but also comfortable and inclusive for every body type, with sizes small through 3X. We strongly believe in giving back to our community, and by supporting Magnolia Road, you are not only embracing fashion, but also supporting Preston and West Side activities. Our team is here to help you find that perfect outfit that suits your style and makes you feel confident. Visit Magnolia Road at our new location, 12 North State Street, Preston, Idaho.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
WestMotorCompany.com. Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back to the Polar Bear pregame show. The Polar Bear's back and better than ever. Check it out for yourself. You'll find them at the south end of the city of Preston on Highway 91. Well, as we count our way down to the opening tip-off of tonight's game here in Preston as the Indians play host to the Century Diamondbacks, a number of other games still going on in other tournaments. Take a look at those games, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto, make sure you stop by and see how much you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. Among the other games going on tonight, the Westside Pirates can lock up a spot with a win tonight in the state championship as they're taking on Bear Lake at Marsh Valley High School tonight. Highland will be at Madison. Bonneville is at Skyline. Burley travels to Twin Falls. With the Westside game at Marsh Valley, that means Marsh Valley has to be on the road, and they are at Snake River tonight. Sugar Salem is at Teton. Wood River goes to Jerome. Valley View is at Ridgeview. Eagle takes on Middleton tonight. Capital battles Centennial. Columbia is at Bishop Kelly. Lewiston will face Lake City. Wendell goes to Declo. Payette gets together at Fruitland tonight. Rimrock takes on Vision Charter. Perma is at Weiser. And Valley is at Oakley. And that's your look at other games around the state in tournament action as the boys' tournaments continue. Brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto. It's Naylor Insurance where you can save money. Stop by and find out for yourself at 223 North State Street in Preston. Well, as we're counting down to the opening tip-off of tonight's game, we're just a few minutes away now as the Preston Indians play host to the Century Diamondbacks. Stay with us. We'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip. We're just minutes away right here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH, on mylocalradio.com, and on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
If you haven't been to Woodward's Country Store lately, you are missing out. As proud supporters of Westside and Preston High School athletics, we're here to fuel your day and support our wonderful community. Fill up your tank, grab a delicious sandwich, and get everything you need for life's little adventures. Woodward's Country Store, where convenience meets quality and community spirit.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston High School Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch. Relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training, Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement of Preston Broadcasting LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Old West Media is strictly prohibited. Well, we welcome you back here to Preston Gym as it's just about game time. The Indians and Century Diamondbacks meeting in Game 3 of the district tournament, Lyle. Something we didn't talk about in the pregame. What do the Indians need to do? What are their keys to victory tonight?
Yeah, take advantage of their size advantage inside and keep rebounding the ball. And push the pace where possible. Century wants to play in the 40s and 50s. Preston like to be in the 60s and 70s.
So time to meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. A sophomore, Jordan Wilkinson, is the first man out for the Century Diamondbacks. Senior, Elias Blackhawk, 5'9", and a heck of an athlete. Spencer Payne, a senior at 6 foot, gets a start tonight as well. Zach Gillespie, a senior, and it is Gonzalez. Gonzalez will start tonight as well. As they dim the lights here inside Preston Gym, and it's time to meet the starting lineups here for the Preston Indians here tonight. First, it's the big man in the middle, the senior, Titan Knapp. Titan needs to step up and have a big game tonight with a size advantage inside.
Yeah, 8 or 10 points out of Titan would be great tonight. Yep.
Second is Reggie Larson, who's been their leading scorer just about the whole year. Jake Schumann helps run the offense. He's done a very good job. Cruz Harris, strong down low. Look for big things out of him tonight. And Drew Jones, the outside shooter, who would love to have a big game shooting tonight for the Indians as well. And of course, the starting lineup tonight for both teams brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. So, winner moves on to play Pocatello at the Pit on Thursday. The loser, they can break out the surfboards and get ready for summer, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. There's always next year for the losing team here, but Indians would love to march on and keep their season alive.
Here comes the Indians out onto the floor, dressed in their traditional home white. The Diamondbacks in their road purples, trimmed in white, as it will be Jordan Wilkinson, the jump center, against Cruz Harris here to get this game started. Glad to have you along, Dan Hubbard and Lyle Fuller, as the opening tap is controlled by Wilkinson on the second touch. As he kicks it back in the backcourt as it comes to Blackhawk. Blackhawk will bounce it back to Wilkinson. Top of the key, doesn't shoot, gives it off to Gillespie over on the left side. Back to Payne, top of the key, again doesn't shoot from there. Blackhawk, and the Diamondbacks will be perfectly happy running the shot clock way down to burn up as much clock as they can. Blackhawk cut off there by Knapp. As it comes back, that is Gonzalez, who hits a three.
With 34 seconds gone off the shot clock, they hit their first shot of the game.
That's exactly what they want to do. They want to limit Preston's shots, and then they do that by burning up the clock. As they double team Harris, Indians get it back down low. It goes to Knapp for the layup.
Yeah, broken play, and Schumann alertly finds Knapp wide open under the hoop.
Here comes Gonzalez again down the middle, weaves his way through traffic, and then lost it, and it's out of bounds off of Century. Tried a little dipsy-doodle move to get around Titan Knapp to get the layup, and he kind of threw it off the bottom of the rim.
Yeah, he got in amongst the trees there. Gonzalez, not a very tall player.
Larson up top to Schumann. Holds it there. Comes back over to Larson in the right corner. Back to Schumann, top of the key. Give it to Harris at the left elbow. Back down low. Larson drives the baseline. His layup is an air ball as he flipped it over completely over the top of the rim. Blackhawk has it back up to the front court. Drives down the right side. He'll throw it up himself. That's an air ball as well. That's going to come to Knapp, and there's a foul in the backcourt. Foul's going to go on Spencer Payne. That'll be his first.
Well, the Indians have come out in a man-to-man defense here so far. Interesting, they'll probably switch that up with zone as the game goes along.
Bounce it inside. Whoops. It's a kick on the defense for Century. That's going to stay with the Indians. Baseline front court. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. 3-2 Century leads after just a couple of possessions. As an inbound pass is lobbed into a Knapp, he'll give it to Harris. Harris peeks back at Jones, who yells out the instructions. Now hands the ball to Drew Jones. Schumann has it on the extension from the free throw line on the right side. Swinging around to the other side as it comes to Larson. Tries to drive baseline. Gets cut off there by Blackhawk. Jones a long three. That's no good. As the rebound comes off to Wilkinson. The sophomore has it. Gives it back to Blackhawk. And the Diamondbacks back up into the front court. as it comes back to Blackhawk. Tries to drive, gets cut off as the defense collapses on him. That's Gillespie for a three. That's no good. And the Jones has that rebound there. Drew back up in the front court. It comes to Schumann. Schumann tried to throw a pass, and then a Century player kind of got in the way, and then a foul in the backcourt. Foul's going to go on Schumann. Not only turned the ball over, then compounded the problem by committing the foul.
Yeah, Schumann's got to stay out of foul trouble here tonight. He'll draw the primary defensive assignment on Blackhawk.
About a minute and a half, or I should say 2.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's 3-2, Century leads. Gillespie gets it up into the front court as it comes to Payne. Payne back to Gillespie, free throw line extended left, poked away. Oh, it's going to go off the foot of Gillespie and out of bounds.
Schumann makes up for it there, causes a turnover. Ball goes back to Preston.
They can get their first lead with a hoop here as they trail by a point. Schumann holds it on the angle right, kick it all the way back to Jones. Wants to drive, comes across the paint, put it up to roller, goes in and then comes all the way back out. Blackhawk hustles it up into the front court. It comes to Gillespie, drives the baseline. That's too strong, and Knapp's got the rebound there. As several trips up and down the floor, and neither team can find the basket. Back to Schumann, a three, no good. Long rebound comes off to Larson. Give it back to Schumann again, back at the top of the key with a fresh 35. Comes back to Jones. Again, wants to drive. Can't get a shot. Give it back to Larson. Looks at a three from the left side. That's no good. Harris has the rebound there. Cruz trying to go back up. It's stripped away and taken away. And then Knapp grabs a hold of Gillespie. It'll be a held ball, and it's going to stay with Preston.
Yeah, good hustle by Knapp. Cruz Harris probably could have gone right up with that offensive rebound. Didn't realize he had the smaller guy on him right behind him, I think.
Several replacements for Century as Samuel Billings into the game, Kevin Adamson into the game as well, and they're wearing 21. And Bentley Gunter into the game. He's number 3 in purple as that goes off of Harris and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he was trying to drive baseline, stepped on the line, I believe.
So it's still 3-2, 3.5 minutes into quarter number 1. As Gunter gives it down low, baseline. Adamson tries to drive, then threw it away. So it was picked off there. The Indians try to get it back up the court. Good defensive play by Gunter as he gets a hand on it not to knock it away, but it's going to stay with Preston.
Yeah, Indians looking to fast break whenever they can here. That time the pass a little too tall.
Down low, Harris put it back up. No, but a foul. Could not get it to go down, but Cruz is going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple here as the foul is going to go on Kevin Adamson, the 6'4 senior, just checking into the game.
Yeah, the Indians stuck on 2 points here the first 4 minutes of the quarter. They've gotten some good shots. Just can't get them to go down yet.
Just haven't gone down yet as Harris able to make the first free throw. So that ties the game at 3. And tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Harris' second free throw, good again. So Preston has their first lead at 4-3 as the pass tipped away. However, it finds its way to Gonzalez up into the front court. Down low, Adamson runs into Jones, takes the ball away. Then Jones loses it, still loose, rolling on the floor as they get it off to Larson. Quickly up the floor, it comes to Schumann. Lay it up and in. Good defense by Preston. They're getting their hands on a lot of balls down low. Adamson runs over a man without a call, but missed the shot. Harris gets the rebound, quickly back up the floor as Schumann had his pass deflected, picked up by Gonzalez. Back the other way, lays it up and in.
Good left-handed layup by Gonzalez. He had Cruz Harris trying to block it had he gone right.
Yeah, you kind of flipped that from back behind his head just to kind of use his body as protection. Schumann into the corner, it goes to Larson, back out top to Schumann, swing it over on the right side to Jones. 6-5, Preston has the lead. Comes to Larson, force it back down inside to Harris, in the paint, around Adamson, put it in.
And immediate pressure by the Indians in the full court.
As comes up in the front court as it comes to Gunter, quickly all the way back down into the corner to Billings. Try to get it down low. Adamson, it was blocked by Jones, but it's going to go out of bounds. as it'll stay with Century. It was going up. Drew got a hand on top of it, the referee said, but it went out of bounds. Not fast enough for them to consider it a held ball.
Yeah, you'll know exactly. Now it looks like Moffitt will come in for Schumann here.
Lob it in as it comes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez slips and falls. Here comes Larson, 2-on-2. Larson dribbles it off somebody's foot. Must have been off of Payne's foot, as it's going to stay with Preston.
Larson's looking at the referee like that didn't just happen by accident. But no call. They're kind of letting them play right now, you'd have to say. Both sides.
Jordan Wilkinson back into the game as Gonzalez will leave. Now try to bounce it inside, and Spencer Payne got a hand on it and knocked it back out of bounds. Jones gets the ball now. He'll pull it back out. Tried to look to penetrate, but couldn't find anybody to give it to, so he'll pull it back out as Blackhawk follows him out by the timeline. Back to Harris at the left elbow. Wants to drive, goes around two men, kick it back outside to Larson. Another three is short. Tapped back out, and Preston's going to chase it back down out near the timeline again as Jones able to get it before it goes back into the backcourt. Back to Larson on the right side, back to Harris. He holds it there. Wants to drive, finds himself all the way back down low, down to Winder, off the glass and in.
Winder, boy, nobody paid attention to him from Century, wide open right in front of the rim.
Winder has been really kind of silent against Century in the first two games. He had 2 in the first meeting and 1 in the last, as Gunter wants to drive, and it'll be a blocking foul inside on Harris. Cruz draws the foul. That'll be his first. That's 2 on each team here in the first quarter with 1:52 left in the first quarter. Preston leading 10-5 as Bentley Gunther back at the free throw line, and his first shot is no good. Ralph's Construction helps bring you tonight's game. They're building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Remember, you can call for more information at 435-232-1837. Gunter's second free throw is good. That one stays in, as Gunter will now come out, and Zach Gillespie will come back in.
And Schumann back in for the Indians. He came in for Harris.
So Preston leads by 4 with 1:45 to play here in the first quarter. It's 10-6. Larson, turnaround jumper from the elbow. Boy, he's short with everything tonight so far. As it comes back to Gonzalez. Runs it right down the middle. Gets cut off by Jones and then traveled.
Yeah, he slid his pivot foot.
Tried to slam on the brakes. This crew calls that. Last week on Thursday with Pocatello here, the crew that night they didn't call anything when Pocatello would slide their pivot foot.
Yeah, exactly. So
as we get down low, Larson off the glass puts it in. Nice pass from Winder. Larson gets his first 2 points of the game. It's 12-6 with 1:15 to play in the quarter. As nice little move inside by Wilkinson as he gets that to go in.
Wilkinson, kind of the future of the Century program, a sophomore, good size, about 6'3" or 4.
Pretty good shooter, too. Jones outside. Tries to bounce it inside, goes back to Winder, but he got the defense to collapse on him as he cut inside, and Winder was wide open.
A great find there by Drew. Winder with a couple quick buckets here.
Taken away, comes back to Schumann. He'll run it down the floor, slam dunk. 8-point lead again, 16-8 with 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Get it inside, Wilkinson, high off the glass, no good. Taken away, nice move back behind by Payne to take the ball away. The shot is no good, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Schumann as it landed out of bounds before Moffitt could get to it.
Yeah, Moffitt working hard under there, just couldn't corral that rebound.
So Blackhawk will bring it in with 21.5 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock is off as they'll have it baseline front court. Lob it in, comes to Gillespie. He'll look at a 3 from straight away. Short. Oh, look out. Rebound goes right off of Winder's noggin as it comes to Jones down the floor. Jones is going to be fouled as he did what Pocatello likes to do and ran right straight into the defensive man, and the foul will be called on Eli Blackhawk.
Yeah, good strong move. Again, the Indians looking to run off made or missed baskets, either one. They're looking to push the tempo.
So Drew Jones at the free throw line. The first one's no good. The Polar Bears back and better than ever. Make sure you stop by and try it out for yourself, whether for lunch or maybe tonight after the game. They're on Highway 91 at the south end of the city of Preston. As Drew Jones will shoot the second. That one he makes. First point of the game for Jones, and it's 17-8. Preston leads by 9 with 10 seconds left in the quarter. As quickly up into the front corner, it comes back to Wilkinson. Pulls up for a three, doesn't take it. With 2, with 1, they're not going to get a shot off. Nope. As Blackhawk, the official right in front of us, says no, it's not going to count, as Blackhawk's 3 came off after the buzzer. So a good opening quarter by the Indians, although they had a little bit of a tough time shooting. They still put 17 on the board, and they lead 17-8 after the first quarter of play. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
MyLocalRadio.com.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org. So Preston leads by 9 as we start the second quarter, 17-11. Century has the ball to start the quarter as it comes to Gillespie on the left side. He's double-teamed along the far sideline. Had to get rid of it, gives it out to Gonzalez. To Blackhawk in the left corner. Holds it there, steps inside, whips it all the way in the left corner. There's Gonzalez for a 3. That's short. Rebound inside, comes off to Winder with good position in front of Payne. He'll give it off to Harris. Listens to Jones as he comes up the floor, gives it to Drew Jones. And now they have the offensive set that they want. Jones has it back top of the key.
Casey Bryce in the game for the first time for the Indians.
He didn't see any action the other night against Pocatello as it comes back out top to Jones. Jones bounce it down low, inside to Harris, down to Bryce, slam dunk.
That's 2 the easy way. Casey Bryce, two-handed dunk along the baseline.
19-18, Preston's biggest lead of the game is 11. As again, that's off the hands of Wilkinson and goes out of bounds. I'm sure the folks down in Arizona, the Bryce family, are cheering on the dunk by Kaysen.
You gotta love that.
As Jones has it back in the front court. Jones goes back to Bryce, free throw line extended left. Hold on, we got a whistle, and not exactly sure what the call here is. It's something against the Indians, though. Is it? They can say Bryce ran all the way around and ran out of bounds. Is that what they're saying?
I guess.
Either way, ball goes to Century. That's the interesting call.
Yeah, it was that or 3 seconds, and I didn't see him do a 3-second indication.
No, he kind of looped it all around, but comes back, knocked away by Harris. Look out! Harris ends up in the bench as he stepped on the sideline, though, before he could get there. So the ball stays with Century, and Ryan Frost wants a timeout. 6:35 left here in quarter number 2. The timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. If ladies remember to stop in, you can update your look at Magnolia Road at 12 North State Street in Preston. This is the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
Century has the ball out of the timeout as they get it to Wilkinson. They give it up. It comes all the way back out top, back to Blackhawk. 6:25 to play here in the second. Preston leads by 11, 19-8. Driving, Payne off the rim, no good. Winder's got another rebound inside and a foul in the backcourt committed by Zach Gillespie.
Yeah, good minutes here in the first half for Carson Winder. I've got him for 3 rebounds to go with his 4 points.
As we mentioned a little bit ago, that 4 points is already more than he had combined in 2 games against Century this year. Comes to Jones on the left side. Winder has him in the left corner, back out top to Schumann. As try to get it back to Jones. Good hands by Blackhawk to poke it away.
Yeah, Century read that play. They've seen it before. Knew where we were trying to throw the ball in the corner there and jumped out passing lane and deflected it away.
Now you know why he plays in middle infield position for the baseball team. Those hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Comes back out to Jones, back to the top of the key. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Drew wants to drive all the way off the glasses, an air ball, and it comes down to Blackhawk. Eli will push back up into the front court. Top of the key, swing it down low to Payne, put it up and in.
That's a great pass.
It was a very good pass. 19-10, Preston's lead is 9. 5:40 to play here in the first half. Schumann has it, gives it back to Jones. Whip it back down low as it comes to Harris. Get it back down low, back to Schumann. Tried to go up, lost the ball. Larson able to grab it out of midair and put it back in. Larson's got 4. Preston's lead 11 again. Blackhawk back up into the front court. Get it back to Gonzalez. Back to Blackhawk. Looks at a 3 from deep. That's no good. Long rebounds off. Harris has it. Harris gets it off as it comes to Bryce. Back into the front court. Tries to go around Blackhawk. It's a pretty good elbow in the back as it certainly changed his direction with no foul call. But the ball's going to go off of Century and back to the Preston Indians out of bounds. Wilkinson, Payne, and Gillespie all out of the game.
Moffitt back in.
Comes back into Jones. Jones backs it into the left corner, now wants to pull it back outside. Moffitt playing this basically the post position here. Comes out, sets a screen for Harris. Harris goes left, down into the left corner, runs over a man. That'll be a hold. So they got a foul on the floor before the contact, as the foul is going to go against Samuel Billings, and that'll be his first.
So it'll be baseline out of bounds again here for the Indians. Long possession here for the Indians.
Fresh reset on the 35 with on the foul. Is it back down low to Schumann? Turn around in the lane, a little bit too strong. Gonzalez has the rebound there. They'll push back up into the front court. Gonzalez on the angle right, goes down to the right corner to Gunter. Gunter can't get a shot. Back out top to Adamson, tries to drive, gets cut off. We'll give it back outside to Billings again. Billings holds it there as it comes back to Blackhawk, fakes the pass down in the corner, double teamed him on the angle left. Now Gonzalez from the corner hits another 3, his second of the game.
And the Indians are running it right back down.
Gonzalez has 8 in the game as Moffitt misses a short little gimme inside. Is 21-13, 4 minutes to play here in the first half, halfway through the second quarter. Gonzalez drives again, high off the glass, no. Put back inside as Billings had the rebound, no. Back to Adamson, he'll put it back up, no shot, offensive foul.
Bruce Harris there waiting for him.
Adamson called for the foul, that'll be his second as Moffitt comes out and
Winder back
into the game.
I think matchup-wise, we may see more of Winder than Knapp maybe tonight, just the way the Century plays and their personnel.
Schumann gives it to Harris. Tries to go up. He's standing in the lane. Flips it back behind his head. Back down to Winder. That's an offensive foul as Winder threw his forearm out to give himself some room to operate. That's the first on Winder, first on the Indians here in the quarter with 3:37 left here in the first half as Wilkinson will come back in and Billings goes out.
Indians only 4 points so far in this quarter, but they came on in the second part of the first quarter. Let's see if they do it again.
Blackhawk on the angle right. Goes back out top, back to Gillespie, to Gonzalez, another three. That's no good. The long rebound is again gathered in by Gunter. He'll take a three. That's going to be an air ball and out of bounds. Speaking of three-point opportunities, have Preston made a three-point shot yet?
Nope. 0 for 4 so far on threes for the Indians. And they've had some good looks at it, really.
3:10 to play. 21-13, Preston leads by 8. Schumann holds top of the key. On the right side, it goes back to Harris. Holds it up over his head, give it back to Schumann. Swing it down in the left corner, back to Jones. As it comes back to Larson. Back to Jones on the left side. Back to Larson. Good hands by Blackhawk. Almost knocked the pass away. Tried to get it inside as it comes to Schumann. No look pass down low. Ends up in the hands of Harris. And it's stripped away down low. Good hands. Talking about good hands. Gonzalez able to swipe it away.
Yeah, all 5 Indians touching the ball on that offensive possession, but now they got to get a shot off in 5 seconds left on the clock.
As comes into Harris, back outside to Jones. He'll look at a three as the clock expires, and he hit it. First one of the night.
High degree of difficulty. He's shooting, moving left with his body and shooting it with the right hand.
That equals their biggest lead at 11. Is 24-13. Gonzalez has it stripped away by Jones and it goes out of bounds. Ball stays with Century as Blackhawk will bring it in. As he'll flip it into the corner, gets it in there to Wilkinson. Back out top again, back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gives it to Gunter, tries to drive, goes off the bottom of the backboard. Back to Schumann. Quickly up the floor as it comes to Winder. Winder tries to get it back to Harris. And now they swing it back to Jones. Jones on the left side. In the corner it goes there to Larson. Still can't get a three-point shot from there. As the bounce pass is intercepted by Gonzalez. Comes around, swoops around to Jones. Misses the layup. Quickly back down the floor. The long pass intercepted by Gunter. Preston playing a little fast and loose with the basketball now as it comes back to Wilkinson down low, shoots over Harris, can't get that to go down. Winder got a hand on it, but it comes back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson to give it back in the corner, back to Spencer Payne. Move it back out to Gunter. Got a lot of time to shoot up, but they got the offensive rebound. Still 20 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. 1:25 to play in the quarter. As it comes back to Wilkinson again. Back to Blackhawk again on the free throw line, extended left. Blackhawk left it behind him. Had to go back and get it, and in the process of trying to save it, stepped out of bounds. Coulter Moffitt will come back in, as does Titan Knapp. Gillespie back in. And also coming back in, Samuel Billings. Preston still leads by 11 in a low-scoring first half. 24-13, Preston on top. Larson to Schumann. Get it back to Jones. See if he can make another three, Drew. That's no good. As Schumann up high to get the rebound inside. Tries to go back up, and a foul by Billings. Grabbed him by the arm as he tried to go back up.
Yeah, Schumann did what you want your guy to do. Keep it high, go up strong again.
That's 2 on Billings. 4 on Century as a team. As Schumann at the free throw line misses the first. Second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Butterfly Express. Essential oils. Use the code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Remember, you can shop online at butterflyexpress.shop. As Schumann makes the second. He's got 5 here in the first half, and Preston's lead is 12. Get it up into the front court as we go under a minute to play in the quarter. Wilkinson wants to drive across the paint, Throws it, intercepted there by Schumann. Here come the Indians back 2-on-2. They'll slow it down. They'll give it back to Moffitt. Takes it down into the left corner. Back out top to Jones. Jones will give it back to Larson. Back to Jones, top of the key. Back to Larson. A three from the right side. That's no good. As Gunter chases it and goes go out of bounds. Back to Century with 35 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, good look at it there for Larson, but just couldn't get that one to go.
Gonzalez back in here for Century. Replacing Bentley Gunter, who goes back to the bench. Blackhawk with the ball, 30 seconds to play here in the first half. They double team him, but he's able to get it to Gillespie. Now he gets it back, does Blackhawk. They'll let the clock run. Virtually no difference between the shot clock and the game clock, so they'll work for the last shot with 15 seconds left in the quarter. Blackhawk out top as Larson pops out on him. Comes to the right side. Now Knapp jumps out on him. Back to Wilkinson with 5, with 4, with 3. Back to Gillespie. Jones almost took it away. Gillespie forces a 3 to beat the clock, and it doesn't go down. And that's the way the quarter will end. Preston still holds the lead as we're done with the first half. 25-13. Preston's 12-point lead is their biggest lead of the game so far, as they'll take that into the halftime break. Halftime brought to you by Puppy Steps Puppy Steps Training. As we'll come back, we'll talk about the first half, and we'll go over the scoring from the first half tonight here as well. Stay tuned. This is the Ralph's Construction, the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
Step into a realm of beauty and sophistication at Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Immerse yourself in the gentle radiance of our exquisite and popular candles, filling your home with captivating fragrances that embrace the senses. Bring refined tranquility into your home and elevate your connection to harmony through our exquisite decor, all while staying here in Franklin County. Elevate your living space with the allure of Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Visit us today on 10th North Main Street in downtown Preston.
Welcome back here to Preston High School. Hope you can hear us with the Fidels performing here at halftime. One thing for sure, they need it loud.
Right. And all of a sudden it's quiet. Okay.
And all of a sudden it's quiet. Very good. Halftime brought to you by Puppy Steps Training. It's an 8-week board and train program designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Wouldn't your life be better with a well-trained dog from Puppy Steps Training? Well, the two teams combined for only 13 points in the second quarter, but Preston leads at the break 25-13, Lyle.
Yeah, the Indians put up 17 in that first quarter, so that's really pretty good. But, yeah, just 8 points there and a lot of missed opportunities, good shots that just didn't fall down, and then some turnovers against this Century defense. It is a sticky defense. Century always plays sticky defense.
The good news for Century is that Preston, for whatever reason, just doesn't have the range from 3-point in the first half and making only one.
Yeah, the Indians with just that one made 3 in the first half, and they had a lot of good cracks at it from guys who normally are good shooters from there. So they're getting the right shots from the right players. They're just not really falling so far in the first half for the Preston Indians.
So for Preston, they'll try to make some adjustments here at halftime before they come back up. The one thing they have done well is they have played a pretty tight defense. They've really kept Century from getting the ball inside and getting good looks.
Yeah, holding Century to 13 for a half is really outstanding. They've gotten several turnovers. Jake Schumann got a run out and a dunk off a turnover. They've had full court pressure, three-quarter court pressure, man-to-man zone. They've really mixed up those defenses and really thrown Century off balance for what they're trying to do offensively.
One score we have at halftime: Westside leads Bear Lake 30-22. Westside wins. They go to Boise to participate in state. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at the stats from the first half. We'll do that as we continue right after this on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wills, we're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South 1st East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
If you haven't been to Woodward's Country Store lately, you are missing out. As proud supporters of Westside and Preston High School athletics, we're here to fuel your day and support our wonderful community. Fill up your tank, grab a delicious sandwich, and get everything you need for life's little adventures. Woodward's Country Store, where convenience meets quality and community spirit.
Let's look at the numbers from the first half here tonight. Preston leading 25-13 in the stat sheet review, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency at 208-852-2364. For the Century Diamondbacks, Jordan Wilkinson had 2 points in the first half. Eli Blackhawk did not score. Bentley Guntner had 1. There was 2 points for Spencer Payne. And their big hot hand, Gonzalez, in the first half finished with 8.
Yeah, they're not going to get where they want to go unless Blackhawks really gets going for them offensively. For the Indians, Dan, we'll hit individual scoring first. Cruz Harris had 4 in that first half. He had a field goal and a couple of free throws. Drew Jones had 4. He goes 0 for 2 on 2s, 1 for 3 on 3s, and 1 for 2 from the line. Titan Knapp had 2 points on a field goal. Jake Schumann goes 2 for 4, 0 for 1 on 3s, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line for 5. Reggie Larson held to just 4 points in that half. He goes 2 for 4 on 2s, 0 for 3 on 3s. Coulter Moffitt came in and played, did not score. He went 0 for 1. Carson Winder came in and went 2 for 2 for 4 points. And Cason Bryce off the bench. He goes 1 for 2, the one being a dunk, and he gets 2 points there. So the Indians, as a team, go 9 for 17 on 2s, just 1 for 7 on 3s, and then 4 for 6 from the free throw line for those 25 points. So, obviously you look at areas of improvement in the second half, try to do a little better than 1 for 7 on those 3s, and that'll help pad that lead.
So this has been the Puppy Steps Training Halftime Report. We'll come back the second half coming up right after this on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Looking for unique ideas to promote your business? How about something for that special gift, celebration, team sport, vacation, or family outing? DeMarie's Vinyl Designs can design and produce items for any occasion, male or female, with the highest quality merchandise and procedures that will not fade, peel, or wear out. Check out her store on Etsy at etsy.com/shop/DeMarie's Vinyl Designs.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Well, we're getting ready to start the second half, waiting for the Indians to break their huddle. Pass along a couple of scores. About 7 minutes to play down at the first half down at the Marriott Center. Baylor leads BYU 27-21. And San Diego State and Utah are tied at 23 with 4 minutes to play in the first half there. Preston has it to start the half. Look out. Wild pass by Jones goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Larson not quite expecting it. Tried to grab it one-handed and couldn't corral it, that pass just one-handed.
So a turnover by the Indians on their first possession. They got a bunch of guys with points, but nobody in double figures, which is really unusual for them. As Payne has it, throws it over to Blackhawk on the right side, brings it back out top. Wilkinson gives it back to Gonzalez, who has about 80% of Century's points in the first half. Back to Blackhawk on the free throw line, extended right, wants to drive, throws it up in the air. It's an air ball pulled down by Schumann. Schumann will bring it back up into the front court as he'll bounce it down low to Harris, wrestling there with Wilkinson, turns, faces up to the basket along the baseline, gives it back to Schumann, back outside to Larson. Thought about the three, but didn't take it. He'll pull it back out top. 15 seconds left on the shot clock as it goes on the left side back to Jones. Swing it all the way back again as it comes to Schumann on the right side this time. Back outside to Larson. He looks at a three. Good. They get that three-point stroke going. We can just go home now.
Yeah, Jake Schumann with a nice assist. Larson nails it.
As the little driving layup attempt there by Gonzalez. The outlet pass was picked off by Blackhawk as he'll drive it back down in the lane. Back outside, Gonzalez for a three of his own is good. As not sure what the whistle was for.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. They're playing though.
Gonzalez has 11 now, and it's 28-16. Still a 12-point advantage for the Indians. Jones has it, right corner, bounce it on the down to the block to Harris, who dribbles it to get it out of pressure, takes it into the corner, lobs it inside Schumann. And Schumann was bumped by Gonzalez as he tried to come down with the ball.
Yeah, had he been able to catch it, he had a good size advantage on Gonzalez to go right to the rim.
First on Gonzalez, first on either team here in the second half as it comes into Harris. Harris at the right block, turns, gets it back down low to Knapp all alone for the layup.
Well, don't get any easier for Knapp right in front of the rim, just lays it right up and over.
Preston now with their biggest lead of the game. It's at 14. They lead it 30-16. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the quarter. And a travel, yep.
Yeah, just stumbled, lost his footing.
Got inside, Gonzalez did, lost his footing and went down. So Preston with their biggest lead at 14 tonight as we go just under 6 minutes to play here in the quarter number 3. Ball comes to Harris. He'll give it back to Schumann up top. Schumann holds there. Back over to Harris. Free throw line extended right. Gets bumped a couple of times by Gonzalez. Takes it all the way back down low. Back outside to Jones for threes. Good again. They've got 2 here in the second half, and once again, Ryan Frost needs a timeout. 33-16, 5:31 to play here in quarter number 3. As the timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your look at Magnolia Road. You'll find them in downtown Preston. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. Update from the Marriott Center. BYU's now tied the game at 29, and Utah State has come back and they now lead San Diego State 28-25 just before the halftime break. Here, 5:31 to play in quarter number 3. Preston with a 17-point lead, their biggest of the game, 33-16. Bounce it inside as it comes to Payne. Turns at the right elbow, can't get a shot, give it back to Gunter. Still can't get a shot. Back outside, Gonzalez will elevate. That's no good from just outside the arc. Back outside. Back to Gonzalez. His 3 is blocked this time, and Schumann gets together with Blackhawk in midair trying to grab outreach for the ball, and Schumann will get charged for the foul.
Yeah, he blocked the three-pointer cleanly, and then trying to recover the loose ball, he gets called with the foul.
His second, team's first. 5:05 to play. Century still has the ball. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. As Gonzalez bounces in the corner, comes back to Gunter from the right corner 3. That's no good. Wilkinson grabs the rebound, gets it back outside again. Gunter again wants to get it back to Gonzalez. Now back to Gunter again in the right corner. And a kicking violation charged against the Indians. Not much of one, but still went off his foot.
Indians' size and length on the perimeter causing Century some problems as they try to run their offense.
4:47 to play here in the first half, for a third quarter, I should say. Preston up 33-16. Gunter wiggles, kind of walks with it back and forth. Give it over on the right side again as it comes back to Gonzalez. Low pass to Wilkinson. Can't get a shot. Outside it comes back to Blackhawk on the left side. Left elbow. 2-pointer there by Payne is no good. Again, the rebound comes back off. Back to Payne. Outside for 3 is short as the rebound again is off the hands of the Indians. This is attempt number 3 here for Century as it comes back to Gonzalez. If you give them enough shots, eventually they'll score. Well, not that time because the pass inside was intercepted by Jones. Drew coming back up the floor. 3-on-3. Back to Schumann. And a foul down low as he tries to cut to the basket. Foul's going to go on Spencer Payne. That'll be his second. And second on the team here in the quarter. As going to the free throw line is Jake Schumann for the Indians. Jake tonight with 5 points. Now make it 6 as he makes the first. Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. With the freshest meat and produce you'll find not only in Preston but throughout the Cache Valley. Stokes Market on State Street in Preston. 34-16, and the lead grows to 19. It's 35-16.
And Blackhawk, their leading scorer, has yet to scratch here. We're halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, he needs something. That's for sure. As Gillespie right in front of the Century bench gets it out of trouble down low as they get it to Billings, and Billings able to get his first 2 points of the night. 35-18 with 3:40 to play here in the third. Jones has it outside. Back to Schumann. Now swing it over on the free throw line, extended left to Harris, to Schumann, now back to Harris. To one bounce dribble down toward the corner. He'll pull it back out again, back to Schumann. As Preston just just trying to size up that zone defense that Century played the last time they met in the second half. Larson's three is no good. Tapped by Knapp in the midair and pulled down by Gillespie. Quickly up the floor, get it ahead to Gunter, and he's fouled going to the hoop.
Yeah, great little quick touch pass by Jones that time down. Larson just couldn't find the range there from the corner.
Drew Jones called for the foul, his first, second team foul. I don't know what took them so long to go to that zone defense.
Yeah, until the Indians shoot them out of it. You don't know why they just stay in it.
Gunter misses the free throw. Tonight's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto, stop and see how much you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. Bentley Gunter back to the free throw line. His second free throw is no good again. He missed them both. Larson with the rebound. Quickly outlet to Jones up into the front court. Jones lets Winder run by and go down low. Gives it to Larson in the left corner. And now Jones will pull it back out top again. 2:57 to play here in the third. 35-18. Preston leads by 17. Back outside to Jones. A three. Good.
There you go. I like that. Jones was coming to meet the ball. His momentum's carrying him forward. Squared up, nails the three.
20-point lead for the Indians. The shot by Blackhawk, that's no good. As again, the quick outlet comes to Jones up into the front court with 2.5 to play. Another three, no good. As Winder up high to get the rebound. Give it back outside. Whoops. Nice move by Gillespie to step in front, take it down the floor. Missed the layup trying to draw the foul. But then Larson was there to get a hand on the rebound and knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, just a really alert play there by Gillespie to shoot the gap and steal that ball.
Gonzalez back into the game, replacing Eli Blackhawk, who goes to the bench. As they lob it in to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back outside Gillespie for a three. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Moffitt has the rebound and then a reach-in foul charged against Gonzalez.
Yeah, I'm not sure he had much besides the ball there, but the baseline referee calls it. And Century sets up in that 2-3 zone again.
Second foul on Gonzalez, third on Century as a team with 2:05 to play in the quarter. Moffitt back out top to Jones. Swing it back to Bryce, just back into the game. Larson's three-pointer is short again with Adamson right in his face, and the long rebound goes out of bounds.
Yeah, had he followed that shot, the rebound would have hit him on the top of the head. He's trying to get back to play defense.
In only one other game this year, against Century as a matter of fact, did Preston not have more than one player in double figures. And tonight they only have one so far here with 1:45 to play in the third. Gonzalez for three. It's an air ball, saved on the floor. Nope, they were out of bounds. It's a good thing they called that because they saved it right back to Winder. Carson, along with a host of Indians, were going the other way.
Yeah, probably saved a basket there if you're Century, but Indians will bring it in now.
38-18, Preston leads by 20. Jones across the top of the key, give it to Bryce. He'll take a three of his own. Won't get it as Adamson has the rebound. Quickly, here comes the Diamondbacks again back the other way. Back to Gillespie. He'll pop another three, in and out. Nothing's falling for either team tonight, that boy. As Larson quickly back up in the front court. Moffitt for three from the left corner. That's no good. Bryce able to grab the rebound, but I think he gets ridden out of bounds. Yeah, is it going to get a foul on Gillespie? Yes, it is. Gillespie got up underneath him and kind of rode him out of bounds. As Gillespie draws the foul, it's his second. Bryce to bring it in. As the lob comes in, it comes into Moffitt. Moffitt gives it back to Larson. As back over to Jones. Back down low on the right block. It comes to Larson. Swings in the paint. Put it up. Needs a bounce and gets it. There we go. Reggie's got 9. Preston's lead is 40-18. It's 22. Inside a minute to play here in the third. Down low, Adamson runs over a man, blocking down low.
Yeah, Moffitt was not quite set there.
First on Coulter, third on the Indians as a team, and Adamson's going to go to the free throw line. First one is good by Adamson, his first point of the game. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Adamson second, rolls in and out as the rebound grab there by Winder. 40 seconds to play. Larson brings it up, takes his time. About 11 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As Adamson steps in front, steals the pass, but then steps out of bounds, trying to correct himself to go back the other way.
Yeah, Century kind of laid in the weeds, so to speak, then did a jump trap on Jones. Got the steal, as you said, as Adamson stepped out. So Indians will get it back. All the way 2.7 on the quarter left.
All the way back up in the front court, too. So it's 47 feet closer to the basket than bringing it in back at the other end. Shot clock is off. 27 seconds to play in the quarter. Larson to Bryce on the right side. Back to Larson. Swing it back to Jones. Clock down to 17 because it comes back to Larson again. Top of the key. Crossovers on Gillespie. Gives it to Bryce. Bryce looks top of the key to Winder. Now back outside to Jones with 9 on the clock. Down to 7. 6, 5. Back to Winder. Wants to drive. Lost it. Blocked by Gillespie as Moffitt had it. Threw it up for the shot. No good. Bryce tried to grab it and jam it in at the buzzer, but I think it was too late.
Yeah, they're going to wave it off. That'll still go on the Bryce highlight reel, though, I promise you.
21-point lead for the Indians at the end of 3. 40-19 the score. We'll go to the fourth right after this.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hey Preston, looking for a cool spot to chill and grab some awesome food? Head to the Hangout at 23 South State Street. We're not just a restaurant, we're your go-to spot to hang with your family and friends. Pool tables, games, great vibes, and the same amazing pizza you loved from the Slice. Swing by the Hangout today.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
We'll go to the fourth quarter. Preston leads 40-19 after outscoring Century 15-6 in the quarter. And the fourth quarter brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. As Century will bring the ball in to start the fourth as they get it into Blackhawk. Blackhawk again, who's not scored in the game yet tonight. Tries to drive, gets cut off as the Preston defense collapses on him. Back outside to Payne. Gillespie looks at a three from the left side. No good as Gonzalez going to draw the foul, tried to wiggle his way around the Preston defender. Gets called for the foul, and that's going to be his third.
Yeah, credit Schumann and the rest of the Preston Indians for holding Blackhawk scoreless here so far in this game.
Jones up into the front court. Top of the key, comes to Harris. Harris waits for Moffitt to come by. Coulter able to collect it there. Looks, holds it up both hands. Jones, a three from the left corner. Good again. Jones has 13. And Preston's lead is 24. As short jumper by Blackhawk is an air ball. Wow. Don't see him do that very often.
Yeah, he's probably feeling a little frustration here.
43-19. 7:10 to play here in regulation, just 50 seconds into the fourth quarter. Bounce pass comes to Harris. Down low, comes back to Schumann off the glass. No good. There's Knapp, put back, no. Put back again, no. And Payne has the rebound.
3 good shots at it, and none of them go.
They missed 3 shots from inside a foot and a half.
Yeah.
Blackhawk out top to Gillespie. It's double team, knocked away by Harris, taken away by Moffitt, who gives it back to Harris. all the way. Reverse layup won't go down as it comes back to Knapp. He's not going to miss this time as he puts it in. Timeout called again by Century with 6:35 to play. 45-19, Preston leads. Ladies, remember, if you're looking for tops, bottoms, shoes, or any accessories, it's Magnolia Road at 12 North State Street in Preston as they bring you this timeout here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Century has the ball after Coach Frost with the timeout. Preston leads 45-19. 6:25 to play here in regulation. Down low, the shot by Gonzalez, no good. Rebound comes off to Wilkinson, but he's fouled before he could go back up. As Titan Knapp draws the foul, and it's just his first. Bryce is going to come back in as Schumann will come to the bench. They get it in to Payne, his short jumper, that's no good. And Knapp's got that rebound as they give it off to Bryce. Bryce to Jones, back up in the front court. Preston's lead is 26. As Jones tries to throw the pass. Good hands by Gonzalez to reach in and poke it away, though, before he can. Remember, the two wins by the Indians over Century this year, both by 15. As Adamson's going to come back into the game. And Spencer Payne will leave here with 6:05 to play. Preston ball right in front of their own bench as Moffitt gets it into Jones. Jones will bring it back out top. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Bounce it to Harris. Free throw line extended right. Goes around Wilkinson. Goes around Gillespie. Reverse layup. Falls and it counts.
Boy, the reverse layup a minute ago for Harris on the break did the same thing but rolled out. Now that one rolled in. And he'll get a trip to the free throw line.
Blocking foul against Wilkinson, his first, second on Century here in the quarter. As Cruz Harris back to the free throw line. Shot no good. Knapp got a hand on it but couldn't control it. As Harris was 6 points in the game. Quickly back up in the front court, Gonzalez. Wants to drive down the middle, lay it off to Adamson. Good pass. Finds Adamson for the layup. That's his first hoop tonight. He has 3 points in the game. 47-21, 5.5 to play. Bryce, right side. Top comes to Knapp. Swing it over to the angle left to Moffitt. And a holding foul inside.
Well, they got Jones and Gonzalez just going at it.
Fouls on Gonzalez, and that's going to be 4 on him. 3 on Century. Trip Beckstead comes in. Just his second action this year.
I was going to say, is this his first? It's his second action on varsity. Okay, yeah. Sophomore, 6'6".
As inside, ball taken away, back outside to Moffitt. Looks at a 3. That's going to be no good. Rebound comes back to Harris. He gets a has it stripped going up, but he's also fouled at the same time. Trip Beckstead played a few minutes of the game at Burley, and he had 4 points in the game.
Yeah, one of the mainstays on JV this year. Looked to be one of the main guys next year for the Preston Indians.
It's the only guy left on the guy who's been on the varsity roster the whole year who has not played yet is Parker Galloway.
And Galloway looks like he's going to the scorer's table now.
Coming in right now. Harris makes the first. It's like he's probably coming in for Cruz Harris as Parker comes to the scorer's table. Cruz makes them both. He has 8 and will come out. So Parker Galloway in for the first time as you get a sneak peek at the Preston Indians of next year. Galloway and Beckstead on the floor at the same time, and now Preston wants a timeout. Timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and check out their selections available in most sizes. You'll find them at 12 North State Street in Preston. This is the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
Century has the ball after the Preston timeout. Preston leads 49-21. 5:05 to play. Down low. The shot put up there by Billings. That's no good. Rebound comes off to Galloway. He'll give it off to Bryce. Bryce up into the front court. Gives it to Winder. Back outside. It comes back to Beckstead. Leaving it open at the top of the key. Comes back to Galloway. He'll look at a 3. Just a little off as the rebound comes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will turn, hustle it back up the floor. Gets it back to the top of the key, has to stop and wait for it as he almost overran it. Crosses with Gunter. Now back to the top of the key again. Again tries to dribble behind his back, lost it, and had to go back and get it again. Adam Haney into the game, number 12 for the Diamondbacks. Back outside to Haney. He'll give it back to Gonzalez. A 3 from the right corner, no good. As the rebound comes off, they get it ahead to Moffitt. Coulter all the way, and he's fouled going up.
So the Indians, Dan, with 3 sophomores and their 2 non-starting seniors, Moffitt and Winder.
Foul goes against Gonzalez, and that's going to be his 5th, so he's going to foul out. It's also the 5th team foul against Century. So Moffitt, even though it was a shooting foul, was going to go to the free throw line anyway. First one by Moffitt is no good. Preston looks like they're on their way for another collision course coming up Thursday night at Pocatello.
Yeah, that'll be at the pit, and I think you've probably seen the last of the Indian starters here tonight. Up 28 with about 4:15 to go in the fourth quarter.
Bryce misses them both as second one comes up short. And Blackhawk still comes up looking for his first points back up into the front court. Winder pops out on him to cut him off, give it back over to Gunter. Gunter wants to drive, stops at the free throw line. Back outside to Blackhawk, wants to drive, and a holding foul as Bryce reached out and kind of helped him from going that way.
Yeah, a little hand check there. Blackhawks, he's quick. He'll go by you in an instant.
So they get it in as it goes right through the man's hands, and that's Haney has had to chase it back into the backcourt as Josh Argus just into the game for his first time. So now Century trying to get some of their bench players a little bit of playing time as Moffitt steals it again. Coulter all the way, lay it up and in.
Coulter Moffitt
wanted to go for the dunk, but Billings just flashed by right at the last minute and almost knocked it away.
Yeah.
So here's Blackhawk. Preston's lead is 30, 51-21. Oh, look out. Here comes the rest of them. As the rest of the JV team is going to come in as bounce it down low, knocked away. Moffitt took it away, but then a foul called. As now coming in here for the Indians.
We have Rhett Schumann and Smith
Rhett Schumann and
Branson Smith.
And Branson Smith will come in. Also, Jansen Hollingsworth will all come in.
Yeah, so, get these guys a taste of varsity action here.
Moffitt, his first free throw is good. Bryce will leave. Winder will leave.
And Rhett Schumann will come in for Moffitt.
Yep, he'll Moffitt shooting this free throw. Makes them both. Moffitt will leave with 4 points in the game.
Yeah. Whoops, they forgot he was coming in for shooting.
He's so small right there, he kind of blends in. Get it to Jake Rawlings just into the game. In the corner to Polson. Polson down low to Billings. His shot no good. And the rebound's off to Galloway and timeout. Jones wants the timeout to get the player in. Yep. As Rhett Schumann comes in, as Coulter Moffitt will leave.
Yeah, technically a 30-second, but they're just going to get the player in. They're not going to take a break.
Rhett Schumann, probably the shortest guy in the program, measures in at 5'10", and I think that's generous.
Yeah, well, Hollingsworth maybe is 5'8", so.
Yeah, maybe so. Hollings back over here on the near side as it comes back down low. A three from the corner by Smith is an air ball pulled down by Billings. Billings gives it off to Rawlings back up in the front court. A long three as that shot's no good as the rebound there is pulled down by Beckstead. Beckstead will give it back to Schumann back up in the front court. Held there. Get it to the free throw line. Back outside. The shot there is no good. Beckstead crashes the board but gets the foul called as he ran into Polson going up for the rebound. Not the way Beckstead wanted to get into the scorebook.
Right.
1 minute to play. Preston leads by 32. As back down in the corner, back outside, Billings. He'll take the three and hit it. Billings has 5 in the game. Preston's lead is 29, 53-24 with 38 seconds left. Get it back. Beckstead turns, 15-footer is no good. Again, the rebound off the Century. They come running up the floor as the ball's tapped away. As Beckstead got a hand on it as it's going to come back to Schumann. He'll walk it back across the timeline. Shot clock is off. Preston doesn't have to shoot. They'll probably just sit on the ball and let the clock run out. So make sure you join us Thursday from the pit in Pocatello. It's the Indians and the Pocatello Thunder for Game 4 of the district tournament. As Preston's going to win this one going away. 53-24 the final. We invite you to stay tuned. The postgame show comes up in just a couple of minutes as Preston wins it by 29 tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll go to the postgame show coming up right after this on the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch. Relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training. Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming up next.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Well, welcome back here to the postgame show as the Indians pick up a nice victory at home tonight as they knock off the Century Diamondbacks 53-24 as they sweep the season series against them as they beat them 3 times. And you made a very interesting but simple observation as we're off the air, that it's been a tough year all around for Century, and it's just kind of the way the season ended for them tonight.
Yeah, and maybe they're thinking a little bit what could have been had Isaiah Harwell stayed and played for them, who's currently ranked in one of the top 10 recruits in the entire nation for his class. He certainly would have helped. But, so the Century team ends with 5 wins on the year, and they're just going to look ahead to next year and better days ahead, as they've had under Coach Frost. They've had good success, but this year just a tough go, and so that'll do it for Century. And Preston gets to march on Thursday night. Your reward for winning this one in convincing fashion is to go play a very good Pocatello team at the pit.
But you look at it this way. You're moving into the championship part now of the district tournament. Just because we lost last Thursday here, we now have to beat Pocatello twice.
And it may be that this particular Preston bunch plays a little better as underdogs. I don't know, but they've proven they can win at the pit. They did it earlier this year. In fact, they've picked up a win here and at the pit against the same Pocatello team. So I don't think they need to go in scared that they can't win. But it'll be a raucous environment. It'll be a lot of fun. but you just, you go give it all you got. Obviously, if you don't win, there is no next game, so don't hold anything back in the tank. You just go play all out.
And we'll have that game coming up on Thursday night. Well, first, let's talk a little bit more about this one here tonight. Preston came out, kind of shot rather cold in the first quarter, if not the first half, scoring only 25 points, but then kind of turned it on a little bit.
And as we'll look at the numbers a little later, they continue to not shoot it well overall as a team from the three-point line. Didn't end up mattering tonight, partly because they played such excellent defense. I mean, you hold Century to 24 points, and I don't care if Century is struggling on the year, to hold a 4A varsity team to 24 points for the game is really good defense, and a lot of that was shutting down Blackhawk. Schumann drew the initial responsibility, but they also did a lot of helping and making sure he didn't get loose. And boy, great job. And it's just going to be hard for Century to score enough points when they don't get anything in the scoring column out of Blackhawk.
Yeah, we'll go over the numbers here in just a minute, but you'll be surprised at some of the final scoring numbers for some of especially the starters tonight for Century. We'll give you those coming up in just a minute. One last observation, Lyle, is that Century failed to score in double digits in any quarter tonight. 8, 5, 6, and 5.
Yeah, and in that fourth quarter, both teams put a lot of their subs in about 4 minutes ago, but still, that's just tough sledding offensively and good defense. I thought, Preston really played a lot better tonight than we did last time when we played Century here at home, and I think that was reflected in the final score and in the margin of victory.
Yep, exactly. This is the Rouse Construction post-game show, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. We'll come back, look at the final numbers from this game as we continue on a Bailey Bexted Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, let's go over the numbers from tonight's game, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today at 208-852-2364, or stop by and see them at their office at 33 South 1st East in Preston. All right, final numbers tonight for the Century Diamondbacks. Jordan Wilkinson had 2. Eli Blackhawk did not score. Brentley Gunter had 1. 5 points for Samuel Billings off the bench. Spencer Payne had 2. Adam Henney did not score. Zach Gillespie did not score. Jake Rawlings did not score in garbage time. Kevin Adamson finished with 3. Dax Paulson and Josh Argus both also did not score. And Gonzalez, for their 5th starter, he finished the game with 11.
Yeah, for the Preston Indians, Dan, we'll start team scoring here tonight. First, they go 14 of 32 on twos. only 5 of 21 on threes, so not a great percentage there, and 10 for 14 from the free throw line. Scoring by quarters, Preston was up 17-8 at the end of one and 25-13 at half. They extended that lead in third quarter and ended the third up 40-19 and finished winning the game 53-24. Individual scoring, I kind of ran out of room on my score sheet. 12 different Preston players saw action and got somewhere in the book tonight. Cruz Harris had 8 points. He went 2 for 3 and 4 for 5 from the line. Drew Jones had 13. He went 0 for 2 on twos, 4 for 8 on threes, and 1 for 2 from the line. Titan Knapp, 6 points, and I've got him for 6 rebounds tonight. He goes 3 for 5. Jake Schumann, 7 points. He goes 2 for 5, 0 for 1 on threes, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Reggie Larson with 9 tonight, just missed double figures. He hit 3 for 5 on twos and 1 for 6 on threes. Coulter Moffitt, 4 off the bench. He goes 1 for 2, 0 for 2 on threes, and 2 for 4 from the line. Carson Winder with 4 points. He goes 2 for 2. Kason Bryce has 2 points, going 1 for 2. And Trip Beckstead played and did not score. He attempted a shot. Parker Galloway played and did not score. He also attempted a shot, as did Smith and as did Rhett Schumann. So they both played and didn't score tonight. But 12 different Indians get in the book one way or another this evening, as the benches were able to be emptied with Preston with that big fourth quarter lead.
One last thing to throw to you. Century's 5 starters combined for 15 points. Gonzalez had 11 of them.
Wow, yeah, and Blackhawk. Yeah, that was big to hold Blackhawk.
Yeah, exactly. Joining us now, the coach of the victorious Preston Indians, Tyler Jones, joins us here courtside. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
That's one step done.
One step. We talked about it all week. It was one at a time, and you got to get the first one before you worry about the next one. So did what we needed to do tonight, and now we got to go up to Pokey, and Thursday night got to battle for our lives.
Things kind of started out cold there in the first quarter, but you picked it up along the way.
Yeah, it's crazy. Put a little more pressure, and before the first round, you lose, you're not finished. But you go now. I told them it's March Madness. You play till you lose, you're out, and it comes with a little more pressure too, with nothing to fall back on.
Yeah, maybe you can talk a little bit about the defensive effort tonight. As we were just saying as you were joining us, Blackhawk, their leading scorer, doesn't scratch tonight. Only 15 points out of their starters. Good defensive pressure, I thought, tonight from the Indians.
Yeah, when shots start falling, at least if you can defend and rebound, we always talk about keeps you in the game. And I did think we defended pretty well most of the night. Blackhawk, he's a heck of a player, too. He can get to the rim, he gets the mid-range, can shoot the three, and I thought Jake and a host of other guys did a great job on him to hold him scoreless. That's really good, and good team defense, and we're going to have to do that again Thursday, really be dialed in on the defensive end.
At any point leading up to this game, did you think you were going to finish the game with 5 sophomores on the floor?
No, but it's a good thing when you can do that. So it was nice. We were able to, that third quarter finally got rolling, hit some shots, and to be able to rest some guys too, to keep them fresh for this week. And get some of those young bucks a little taste of it. It's always fun to see that.
Looking ahead to Thursday night, now that this win is in the books, maybe give us your initial thoughts on playing Pocatello for the 4th time this year and for the 2nd time there in the pit.
Yeah, they're an excellent basketball team, and we've talked about it multiple times. 2 of the best teams in the state were battling for one spot. They came down here, and we got to give them credit. Last week they came into our place, and that third quarter, first half we were in a pretty good spot, but that third quarter the game just changed. They hit 10 out of 13 shots. They got that confidence going. Their role guys stepped up and hit big shots, and they came down to win, and they got it done. So we got to match that up there, going up to their place. We have no room for errors, so we got to fight for 32 minutes, and we've showed all season, though. I mean, if you look at all 3 games, we've been right there every quarter, and we have confidence. Our team, I truly believe if we play and we're capable of, we're going to be right there and have a shot, and they might have the best player, but I really believe we have a better team if we can fight and defend and rebound and do those little things.
You have a chance to come back and play one more here this year.
Yep.
But you have to pick up a win on Thursday.
Yep, Thursday, 1-game season. We do that. We'd love to be back here, and we're going to give it our best shot.
Very good. Appreciate you coming out and joining us. Congratulations on a big win.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Preston wins it tonight by the final score of 53-24. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, get some final thoughts from Lyle. We'll do that as we continue right after this on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care For You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care For You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
Couple little pieces of bookkeeping to do. Our Eye Care For You player of the game tonight. Let's give that to Drew Jones. The whole team started out slow, shooting from behind the arc. Drew got hot in the second half and finished with 13 points overall tonight.
Yeah, he went 4 for 8 from 3 and hit some of the big ones at big times to really get the Indians propelled towards the victory.
And the other piece of housekeeping to do is congratulations to the Westside Pirates. They punched their tickets to the state tournament tonight as they knock off Bear Lake 51-47 in a game that was played up at Marsh Valley.
Well, I think that's 4 wins over Bear Lake here for Westside in the basketball season. So, yeah, congratulations, Pirates. On to state, on to Boise for the Pirates.
That's right. So we'll congratulate the Pirates, and we'll see them hopefully in Boise coming up, not this weekend, but the following weekend. But before we go here, Lyle, let's get a final thought or two out of you about how the Indians did tonight.
Yeah, really did what they needed to do. Played much better than last time when they played Century here. And you're trying to build momentum going into Thursday night, and I think mission accomplished on that. All the starters came out of it healthy, and I think it looked like everybody was healthy. And so now you can go up Thursday night and just go all out, give it your best shot, and try to dethrone Pocatello as the district representative to state from our 5th district.
Yeah, you've got nothing to leave on the floor, nothing to lose. So you go out there and give 110% and see what the outcome is at the end of the night.
Yeah, and a lot of times in those games where it's a lose and your season's done, sometimes you see extraordinary efforts from your seniors. It'll be interesting to see who steps up. But, I expect it'll be another balanced scoring kind of approach from Preston as it's been all year. And they'll go try to get it done.
And we'll thank you for coming joining us tonight. We'll see you at the pit
Great
on
to
Thursday.
Be here. I wouldn't miss it.
That's Lyle Fuller, and thanks for him for joining us here this evening. All right, with the win tonight, the Indians now once again will face Pocatello coming up in Game 4 of the district tournament. That will be at the pit, as we mentioned, coming up on Thursday night. The Polar Bear pregame show will be starting just after 6:30 with the tip-off on Thursday at 7 p.m. That'll wrap up our coverage here for tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. The associate producer in his final day with us here at Preston Broadcasting as well is Cody Olson. We wish him well in his future endeavors. The studio coordinator has been John Beverly, and the stage manager tonight has been Don Hubbard. We remind you of the final score before we say goodnight from here at Preston Gym. Preston knocks off Century 53-24. For Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for joining us on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH, on mylocalradio.com, and on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll talk to you Thursday from Pocatello. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.